Shalom, shalom, my people. This is Brother Benaiah here, coming to you from the beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago. I've been watching the news lately, and I've seen President Putin stressed that he may have to use nuclear weapons. I hope the Western world, the Western leaders take this serious. Because from 2014, when he was warning them not to bring weapons or to include Ukraine into the European Union, or to bring weapons into Ukraine or send soldiers to train the Ukrainians who were at that time killing the people in the Donbass, who wanted to separate from the rest of Ukraine because of their policies. Now, Putin has been warning them for like 5 years. Do not do this, do not do this. No one listened. No one listened to him. Maybe they took the guy for some kind of punk or something, I don't know. And they wanted to see what he have up his sleeves. Well, I guess they really don't want to see what he have up his sleeve, because he have the Sarmat 2, which they call Satan 2. This is a missile, a nuclear missile that the West, no country in the Western world can detect it when it's coming, and they have nothing to the equivalent of that. It can change directions in the air if you try to shoot it down. And this comes with a serious nuclear payload. It travels 10 times the speed of sound. And the Western countries, especially America, which is the leading one, has admitted that they have nothing close to the Sarmat 2, what they call Satan 2. And this is a devastating nuclear weapon. It would wipe out city blocks. So I hope they do not push this guy to the brink where you have to use a nuclear weapon, because now they're firing their missiles into Russian territory. And as part of the Russian constitution, it's stated that if they feel threatened, they have the right to use nuclear weapons. So I think, citizens of European countries and the United States of America should protest against what the Western countries are doing in Ukraine, and try to stop this war. Get your countries to stop sending aid to Ukraine so they can come to a peaceful agreement and stop. Keep Ukraine neutral and stop the war. Well, of course, the Russians would have to keep the territory that they took, because their people, they have a lot of Russian separatists lives in these areas, and Russian-speaking people that wants no part of Ukraine. So these people have a right to be free, and Russia is there to protect them. So for all the Putin spent and all the sanctions that they hit him with, the only way he can get back that money is by getting gains from those territory. And he was not the one that really started this war. If, for instance, if Russia decide to go and open and start putting soldiers or start bombing Texas, for crying out loud, or putting soldiers in Mexico and nuclear bombs in Mexico, of course the Americans will react to that. So you can't come and put in the 1940s they signed an agreement with Russia where they would not come to the countries bordering Russia. The NATO countries signed this agreement, and yet they still push their influence on these bordering countries. Russia allowed them with a few, and they were warning them with Ukraine, and because Ukraine is the birthplace of the Russian people, so to speak. Kyiv, as a matter of fact. So, I think we all should either pray for this country or try to do what we could to let our voices be heard to stop this conflict. Well, all of you people have a peaceful rest of the week. and stay safe. And may Yah rich blessings be on you all. Do take care.